This is John Groves coming to you from my home studio. And for today's Bible talk, I want to continue the theme of the parable of the Good Samaritan. And for this occasion, I'd like to bring to your attention Queen Elizabeth II's Christmas message from the year 2020. That Christmas, in a tradition that started with her grandfather, George V, in 1932, she delivered a recorded message to celebrate the occasion. She highlighted the bicentenary of Florence Nightingale's birth and the observance of International Nurses' Day. She noted how we herald the coming of Christmas by turning on the lights. Light brings hope, she said. And she added, we continue to be inspired by the kindness of strangers and draw comfort that even on the darkest nights, there is hope of a new dawn. She then went on to discuss the parable of the Good Samaritan and had this to say. Jesus touched on this with the parable of the Good Samaritan. The man who is robbed and left at the roadside is saved by someone who did not share his religion or culture. This wonderful story of kindness is still as relevant today. Good Samaritans have emerged across society, showing care and respect for all, regardless of gender, race, or background, reminding us that each one of us is special and equal in the eyes of God. The Queen's message clearly shows a mature sensitivity for the diversity of the people in the United Kingdom and throughout the British Commonwealth and the world as a whole. As we mourn with the rest of the world the Queen's passing, we can take a moment to appreciate her many contributions over the course of her many years of service as the longest-serving British monarch. And also, please envision with me her sincerity in treating all people, regardless of their background, as equals in the sight of God. Ultimately, we can conclude that the parable of the Good Samaritan is a colorful illustration of the golden rule, principle of love and respect for others. We find it in the New Testament Gospels of Matthew, beginning at chapter 7, verse 12, and Luke, beginning at chapter 6, verse 31, and scores of religious authorities in a number of faiths. It is often stated in the affirmative with the mandate to, quote, do unto others, but it is also seen in its negative form, reading, quote, do not do unto others. In other words, follow the example of the Samaritan in our story and not that of the priest and Levite. John Wesley, the Anglican minister who founded Methodism, stated simply that neighbor represents anyone in need. May we also develop the sensitivity to appreciate what it means to assist our neighbor, those in need. Until next time, when we'll continue our discussion of this parable.